Hey guys, it's Winterwolf and I'm back with another speed build for you guys this week. I know I missed the last, 3 weeks. I think it might have been a month since I've posted, and that's just because I got really busy with classes and stuff. So I haven't been posting. You missed an intro to this video and we're right into the speed build already. I'm doing a renovation of a base game starter home called Streamlet Single. I believe it's in Newcrest. It's no longer a starter home, but I believe I kept it base game. Or at least I hope I did, because that was the goal. So I kept the complete shape of the house the same for the most part. I did a small extension to this left side where the kitchen used to be, because I didn't like the fact that they had the kitchen separate from the rest of the house. So I ended up extending that room to be a little bit bigger so that I can make it into a bedroom. And then the whole entire exterior color gets changed to black gray. It gets changed to gray because I just felt like that was a little bit more contemporary than this kind of ugly green color that they have it put as. So yeah, I think is it already medium wall height? Well, I think the house was medium wall height and I kept it as medium wall height. First I did it short height and then I changed it back to medium because the exterior of the house looked very weird to be so short and so long. This is obviously a one-floored ranch style house, and it looks super weird because they've made it just so obnoxiously long. So it's just kind of like a big rectangle, and so I felt like making it short made it look really weird. So I kept the medium wall height and ended up using a platform on the inside to raise it up so that the inside looks like it's still short wall height, and that's because medium and tall wall height tend to make the walls look really bare if you don't decorate the walls a bunch. So that's why I did that. So the entrance is actually on a lower platform than the rest of the house, along with the first bedroom that's located at the entrance as well. You see right now, I think I ended up making this 2 bedrooms. It used to be only 1 bedroom. This is the first room. It's really pink. So traditionally it's more feminine, but I just really liked the 2-toned colors of pink in this house. So I was making this for a very specific family in my game, and they're not my Sims, so I won't upload them because I don't want to steal someone else's Sims, because these are 2 different Sims that I downloaded from the gallery. Neither of them I made, so I feel like it'd be weird for me to re-upload them as one household because I don't think it'll show you guys the original creators. So that's why I'm not uploading the family I made this for. But technically, I made this for 1 female and 1 male and their siblings. So this is the girl's bedroom. Obviously, it can be anyone's bedroom, but just for my gameplay, it was for a girl. And then here is the bathroom. I end up changing a lot. I really hate single, this self-standing showers. I much prefer using counters. I feel like it looks a lot more realistic. I don't think many houses have freestanding sinks, so that's why I always replace it with counters. I just think it looks so much more normal. And then I have the shower tucked in a little bit of a cubby because I wanted to add some more robes and there just wasn't space on the wall, so this just gave me a little bit more wall space to work with. And then you'll see that I end up adding these cabinets just for storage, because realistically you would want storage in The Sims, it doesn't matter, but for me I just like making the houses look more realistic. And then I completely changed the exterior, so it becomes gray and black. All the windows changed to black and white. The trim and the roof changed to black as well, and that's just because I felt like it looked better that way. I still feel like the exterior of the house looks kind of weird, but like I said, this is a renovation, and so I didn't want to change the entire structure of the house, so that's why I kept it the same. The only thing I did was move the roof forward so that it... Actually, I think I did change the roof. Not this one, but originally I think there was actually 2 roof pieces. I really hate the way those look, so I just didn't do that and I ended up deleting one of them and just having this gabled roof, and then I bring it forward so that it's covering the front porch. I think this house is pretty cute. I think it ends up being around $50,000, so it's sort of like a updated starter. So this is a home that if you are playing in Streamlet Single and you want to renovate the house but you don't know how to, you can just download this because it's pretty much the same house except there's an extension and the roof is no longer the way it is. And, obviously it's just nicer looking. in my opinion, at least, it's nicer looking. I really hate those green colors. But yeah, so here you can see right now I've just added in the platform, and then on this wall where the archway is, that's going to end up being sort of like a closet space. So you would like hang your coat there. I love putting closets in my house or in my Sims houses. I know that a lot of Sims YouTubers don't put closets because it's not functional, obviously. And I think it's so stupid, because I absolutely love putting closets in all of my builds. It's just one of my favorite things to do. I feel like it makes the house look so much more realistic. And so whenever I'm watching Sims do like real floor plans to, The Sims or whatever, they always neglect the closets. They're like, oh, well, closets aren't usable, garages aren't usable, so I'm just not going to put in a closet. I'll just replace it as something else. And I'm like, no, put the closet in. And they end up making the closet into like a bathroom or something. But it's okay. So that's why I always put closets. I just think it looks nice. I feel like it makes the house look more decorated, and it makes it look more realistic. But you guys can always get rid of it if you don't like it. That could probably turn into like a little, I don't know, nook for some sort of skill building item if you really want it to be, or even a, really small 3-tile bathroom it could work as. So yeah, I will admit that the kitchen looks really weird. I had a lot of issues figuring out this floor plan, but this is what I came up with. It was the best I could do. So I hope it looks okay to you guys, because this was just the only thing I could think of. I feel like the kitchen definitely looks a little bit weird. And then here's the other bedroom. I guess this would be considered the master bedroom just because it's a little bit bigger than the other bedroom. But the thing is that there is no master bathroom, so it really doesn't make that much of a difference. So this room, has a closet that I made, and it also has a little bit of a desk area so that you can work on the computer and stuff, and it has a guitar. So if there are skill building items, I think there's a guitar and a violin, and then obviously the computer and the TV and stuff all work as skill building, but the exclusively skill building items are the guitar and violin. I can't remember if I added an easel. I don't think I did. I think I add an easel a lot, so sometimes I just choose not to add easels. I feel like it's a very typical thing to put into Sims houses, but I didn't feel like these Sims need an easel, so I just put them with music instead. And then here you see I'm constructing the closet. So a lot of times I do this where I'll raise these, okay, ignore what I'm doing right now, because I was trying to see if I could make this work double functioned, and then I realized you can't use half towels. So a lot of times what I do is I take these shoe shells and I raise them up onto each other so that they're a little bit bigger. I don't know if I did. Yeah, I did do it this time. So yeah, that's kind of what I do a lot, is raise them up. A lot of times I put the women's shoes at the top just because they have the really tall boots, and so it clips. But yeah, so that's what I do to make closets, is I usually add a shoe rack, and then I add some sort of hanging clothes. Sometimes it's a closet rack, sometimes it's this type of item, which is, I think, functional. I know the shoe shelves are functional, but I don't know if they made the clothes racks functional. I wish they did, because then they'd be so much more useful for random gameplay. I just realized I don't know if those are base game. I think this house is base game. I really hope I didn't make a mistake on that. Oh well. But anyway, so there's two computers. So this should be pretty good for 2 Sims. I really don't think 2 Sims even need a computer, but I just added it in there because I had the space for it, and I wasn't limiting myself by a budget necessarily. I was trying to be somewhat cost efficient, but for some reason, decorating houses just costs so much money, and it's so upsetting, because if you want to add clutter, it's like you can never add a cluttered base game 20k starter home. It's just not, I don't think it's possible unless you make like a tiny home, and even then with a tiny home it just doesn't work out the way it should. But yeah, so now you can see I'm just adding a bunch of little details. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of sounding like unenergetic or something. I'm just really tired. It's like 6 a.m. right now, and I haven't gone to bed yet, so that's sort of a yikes for me. But my whole entire schedule's just been completely flipped the last few weeks, because I kept having to do so much work that I wouldn't go to bed until like 6, and so now I'm like used to going to bed at 6. So today is a weekend day, and I had absolutely nothing to do today, but I'm not going to bed until 6 because I'm just not tired, because I've gotten into this terrible habit of going to bed at 6 a.m. in the morning. So I figured I'll do this voiceover and then I'll probably go to bed afterwards. But yeah, I mean, this is a really short video. There's not that much to say about this house, so I'm kind of struggling to come up with things to say right now. These are the two Sims. Oh no, that's not the two Sims. That's one of the guy is one of the Sims I made this house for. The girl is not one of the Sims I made this house for. I also added up a little outdoor patio area just because I felt like they had a huge front porch space and it felt unused, so I ended up adding that in there. Originally, I also filmed a tour of this house, but this house was so small that I felt like it didn't even need a tour. Plus, tours always take me like 10 minutes to film, so this video would have been like 20 minutes long, and I don't think you guys want to watch a 20-minute long video of a base game renovated starter home that's no longer a starter home. So that's why I didn't do a tour, but if you guys like tours, please let me know. I love making tours. I'm actually debating making a video just touring my old builds because I think it would be really fun for me to see some of my old and past builds. But yeah, that's kind of all the ideas I had. I'm not sure there's any other big changes that end up happening to this house. It's just a lot of clutter I'm adding all over the place, you know? So, oh, we've reached screenshots. Perfect. So this is the exterior. Once again, gray, black accents. Hit the closet space on the inside, on the lower platform. And I realized that tree might be a little bit too bulky for the entrance. And then you have the bedroom that's traditionally more feminine with a violin. So that's this one skill building item. There's a dresser. So this house is fully functional. Ignore some of the weird there's like weird spacing on the windows. And I don't know what's up with that. That's not because of me. That's just the way the game is. And then you have this super small living room area. Everything is functional except for possibly one of the dining chair tables, but I'm not sure because I didn't check the one in the very back corner, but everything else should be functional. And then here you have a traditionally more masculine bedroom, just because, you know, it's really boring and gray. That's like my definition of masculine is boring, gray, and uncolored. But yeah, it has a nice little accent wall at the back, but the rest of the walls are all white. And that's just because I had a lot of issues figuring out the way to decorate the walls. And even the flooring was difficult because originally they had carpet and I changed it to wood flooring, and then the wood flooring looked really weird, so I got rid of wood flooring and then made it black wood flooring, which I think is a little bit odd for a house, but I think it looks okay, at least in this house. But anyways, we've reached the end of this video. I hope you guys like this build. Let me know what you think about it because I'm still on the fence about how much I like this build or not. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, hit that subscribe button. And if you really like me, you want to be notified every single time I post a video, go ahead and hit that bell button. I'm so sorry I've missed the last few weeks of posting, but I've just been so busy with university stuff. So I'm sorry. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.